Hi everyone, welcome back to CrochetRocks. Tracy here, got a hair tickling me. And well, yeah, it's probably really hot out there today, but I haven't seen any of it. Not a bit. It wasn't very nice this morning. Well, I'll say not very nice. It wasn't horrible, just was no sun. And then Gary messaged me and said, oh, it's really sunny here now. And I thought, not here it isn't. And this went on for quite some time, but I didn't really see when it did come out. But all I know is I've been busy all day. I've been working. So I filmed 2 tutorials, an open with me, this, and made a curry. So yeah, I've been a bit busy. I had to cook the chicken first and then pull it apart. So it's like doing 2 lots of cooking all in one. So yeah, but I'm back in the swing. That's one good thing. I actually am back in the swing of doing the tutorials, and I thought while I was there I had 2 lined up that I'd been working on, so I might as well do them. And they are kind of the crochet motif ones, so at least I've got this one out the way this week, and then I've got 2 more. So yeah, I'm back with a vengeance. I haven't done any stitch tutorials for a while, but I will get back on that as well. But it's been a bit busy around here, and catching up as well. But tonight England are playing Argentina. And I was going to wear an England top. I was going to show my solidarity and wear an England top. I couldn't find it. I've got one somewhere. It was too small for me. It probably still is a bit tight, but it was given to me and I cannot find it anywhere. So maybe that isn't an omen. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. We shall see. Maybe I can't find it and I don't wear it so I don't jinx the team. How about that? Don't know, but yeah, can't find it. So it's not being worn then. Never mind. So let's do the Grou Calendar. We're getting spoiled of late. Look, it's Grou. I know it's a bit bright in here today. He's having a bit of influence. Putting the fluence on. What is that? I can't really see it. Let's put my glasses on. I might stand a bit of chance. But it is a bit green and a bit hazy. Oh, it's a little ball. There we go. I can see it now. Little ball. Yeah. He's cute. Oh, it's a good I want Grou. I want a real one. I know. I can't have a real one. But I want one. So Gary's joke of the day then. Let's do the joke. A driver accidentally hit a calf while passing through a Texas ranch. Feeling bad, he found the owner and apologised. I'm sorry, sir. How much was the calf worth? The rancher thought for a moment. Well, today about $200. The driver reached for his wallet, but the rancher continued, of course, in 6 years that calf would be worth about $900. So I guess you owe me $900. The driver nodded. Fair enough. He sat down and wrote out a cheque and handed it over. The rancher smiled, then looked at the date and said, Hey, this cheque can't be cashed for 6 years. The driver shrugged. Neither could your calf. True. Very true. Ha. True. Very true. It's not a funny joke, but one of those story jokes, isn't it? So the yarn I've got to show you today is another one all the way from the USA. Yeehaw! Well, I say it is from the USA, and I bought it with my own fair little hands, but I do think I have another one at least, and I think it's in something like this, where I started on a tutorial or started using it for something and didn't like what I was making and stopped. But I do believe there is another one of these. Now this is lovely. It's loops and threads. Loops and threads. It's a 4-weight Aran or worsted weight yarn, as they call it over there across the pond. Soft and shiny. It's called 207 yards, 190 metres, or 4 ounces, or 113 grams. They do it weirdly, don't they? In the US, we just get like 100 grams. We don't have all these bits. And it's called Baroque Multi. Multicolour Baroque. It's all silvers, and there is a little pink and some purple, and that silver is very shiny. And is there a dark? No, it's just dark purple. I can't hold my arm up. I'm having to support my arm, or I can't do it. But yeah, I've got 3, I think. But I've got 2 for now. Yarn boobies, little ones, little yarn boobies. Sorry, I am being silly. So I went into Carrie the Yanni Elephant's live stream earlier as I was getting ready and doing stuff. I was uploading my videos, so I thought I saw her live and I thought I'd pop in and say hello. And she said, oh, I haven't seen you for ages and she missed me. And I thought, well, it's really not been in any for some time. And life has just been so rushed and so busy and so kind of fragmented. I mean, and there's all the eye operation stuff and, people popping their clogs and stuff like that and going to look after Harley. And so, yeah, we've had so much going on, but it seems like so long since I've had 5 minutes to myself. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean that in a bad way about anybody or anything. It just me and my time management, I think. And it was only the last few days that I've really sat out the garden and done that sort of thing. I've sat out the garden more this last week than I have in the last 2 years. I haven't really been out there and sat. I didn't do it at all last year, and I don't think I did it the previous year. And yet, at one point when I had my operation, I used to go out there and I'd sit out there and have my lunch and have a nice relaxing day. But where I've been so used to making tutorial, and getting, more productive, I've been not doing any of that sort of stuff. So yeah, I've been enjoying it though. Not going to be doing it today because unless we do get 5 minutes to go and sit outside, because it's curry time and then it's football time. Then it's cheering time or misery time. It's one of the two. We shall see. You know what I've seen of them? We can beat them. And what I've seen of Spain, we can beat them. They beat France. They weren't that great. And I know we can beat them. And I know we can beat RGs as well. The RGs. Oh, get me. Well, they've been spouting all this stuff about, one of their football songs actually has mention of the Falkland Islands in it. And, that's obviously our history is with them is the Falklands. And if they can bring it up, I can call them RGs. That's all I can say on the subject. And I do it in a nice way. I mean, I'm not mean to anybody, but get your hands off the Falklands. No, I don't mean that. To be honest, they are right off the coast. I always find that quite amazing that, the people there do not want to be Argentine. They want to be British. They want us to stay in control of them. But, geography-wise. But then if we I owned islands that were geography kind of ours and same with the rest of the world, we wouldn't be owning an awful lot, would we? And, we've all got these little islands that are strategically placed. And we know that because, Donald Trump wanted to use the Chagos Islands when we were having our conflict with Argentina. We used the Ascension Islands, which were owned by America. But yeah, so, we all own these little islands that just nowhere near us, just saying. But yeah, I can well understand the hang on a minute, they should be ours mentality, don't you? I mean, it just, regardless of what island we're talking about, in whoever owns it, whichever country, if it's right slap bang next to another or nearer, then it is quite a tall order that we own it. But never mind, we do, and that's all there is to it. And they want to stay with us, and stay with us they will. And who knows what will happen in the future? But because we are known to give them back occasionally, but the Falkland Islanders are British and want to stay that way. I don't like their yarn much though, I've got to say. I've had some Falkland Island yarn. Oh, itchy, itchy. Oh, yeah. West Yorkshire Spinners, I think it was. Or was it that Bo Peep yarn? And it says Falkland Island yarn on it, and it's just so scratchy. But that's probably the way it's, you know, blended or whatever. Maybe they just got scratchy sheep. You know, I can't really do much in the way of wool anyway. Ultra scratchy yarn, ultra scratchy sheep. Maybe. I ought to get some alpacas in. Cheers, guys. I've got. Oh, yum. Drippy condensation. I have caramel flavoured Pepsi. I think it's salted caramel flavoured Pepsi. It is astonishingly good. Very, very nice. It really is. So I hope my curry's nice. I did have a little taste of it, and it did seem hot enough, but not too hot. Do you know what I mean? It seemed like quite... And I've just left it marinating in itself. What is that noise? What is Gary doing out there? There's something whirring away in the kitchen. I wonder what it is. He's definitely doing something. It's banging as well, whatever it... Some very strange noises going on out there. I wonder what that is. You know when you hear noises, you can't identify them. Was it bugging? Honestly, today I was in here, I was working, I'd done these tutorials and I was uploading them, and there was a noise out there like something had fallen on the floor or somebody was out there, and I thought, what on earth is that? And I thought maybe it was a knock at the door and there was no one there. But what the heck was that? This house, seriously, it makes some very strange queer noises at times, you know. It used to be quite disconcerting when Gary worked late, and it used to get like 2 in the morning and I could hear something that sounded like a door opening and closing, which had no business opening and closing. There was no breeze. I never had a window open. Didn't even have aircon back then. And the house is slightly tilted because it's down a hill and we are wonky. So there's no way it can close uphill. You know, it doesn't, it's not massively like... When you live here, you're used to a staggering around in a wonky house, but you know, it's not. You couldn't put a marble down and it's going to like roll away. But you know that there's no way a door would close, and the sound was just like the kitchen door opened and closed itself, and I was like, I'm Gary, I don't like it. But I looked around. You know, you always say when you watch a horror film, don't you? I wouldn't go and look in. I wouldn't investigate. I'd just stay there, hide it. You don't. You go and investigate. I did. Every time. Where's my flashlight? Come on. Off I go. Go and investigate. No matter if it was an axe murderer, I'm investigating. And that's... Yeah. And at one point I was on a live stream and I went, guys, if I don't come back, get the police. Okay. But I did come back. There's nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Anyway, so yeah, busy day. Tomorrow, I have to go to my ex's house and help him with something on my computer. And I'm not going to the funeral, Paul's funeral. That's Michael's friend. At first, myself and my ex were going. But the family decided there were too many people going to be going, and so we're not. So I'm going to take my laptop over there, do this job that I've got to do for him, and then once the funeral is over, Michael is going to come and see us. So we'll get to see him before he goes back home again. I haven't seen him for ages, so it'd be quite nice to see him. And last time I did see him, I think it was last time, Tyler, which is his son, had a little drum concert and I went to see it with him. And he only did one little piece, and then another age group did it. It's part of the music group, and it was the first ever one, and he was very, dum dum dum. So yesterday he did another one, but because Michael was already coming down, he couldn't come down, go back, come down, go back. So he missed that one, and so I did too. But if Gemma had got in touch with me, I could have gone, but she didn't. So he sent me a little film of him, and it's so cute. And he even drums a little bit like his dad, and at the end of it, so yeah, that was quite sweet to watch. And next time he has one, hopefully we'll get to go and see him. But he's really coming on. But before he started doing that at school many moons ago, Michael started teaching him when he was very little, and he was pretty good at holding a beat. But then Michael got rid of that electronic drum kit when he moved, and he couldn't really use it. But now this place he's at now, they don't mind however much noise he makes. I know, not like me, but anyway. So he's got another one, and yeah, so he could teach him again, but it's not going to interfere with what the school are teaching him. Yeah, sweet, really. Anyway, guys, been busy. I went to see Harley's sports day. That was kind of cute as well. Very hot though. So yeah, I've been out and about quite a lot, and I don't know, I feel a bit stir crazy now because I've been work. So I've got used to going out. But so yeah, tomorrow well, it won't be early. It will be after the funeral. I shall make my way and do that, and hopefully miss rush hour. And then Saturday we're out for a meal. It's Gary's not oldest brother, but his second oldest brother's birthday. So we're going to a restaurant in Catford. That's where he lives. Okay, so yeah, gadding around, but I've been trying to get ahead a little bit with tutorials and stuff like that. But they're mostly for next week. Now, I am 5 away from my milestone, so I've made the giveaway, and I'm going to put that up for Friday. So I should definitely be there by Friday. And if something happens and they purge me and I'm suddenly miles away, it's still going to go up on Thursday. I'm still going to put it Thursday. So that will be up Thursday. Sorry, Friday. Friday, not Thursday. So guys, I'm going to get off and upload this because I've got to go and do that curry. And I will see you on the next one. Let me know what you think of the yarn. What can I make with that? I don't know what I was trying to make with it before, but I weren't keen, whatever it was. Maybe it was the stitch or something. I don't know. But if you've used it, if you like, what's it good for? What is it good for? Don't finish the rest of that because it's got to be worth just good for something. Probably get a strike now because I sang. I don't know. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye for now.